Lovely. Life is not a straight line, and that's what makes it interesting. As Ratan Tata reminds us, it is the twists, the challenges, the late nights, and the small victories along the way that make this moment so meaningful. And so today, we are not just celebrating a degree, we are celebrating resilience, friendships, growth, and the journey that brought each one of you here. At NMIMS, we have strived to nurture young, brilliant, and courageous minds, not just to dream, but to act and persevere. Today's convocation ceremony stands as a proud testament to your journey, your growth, your determination, and your success. As you graduate, you follow the NMIMS spirit. You carry forward the NMIMS spirit, and you live the NMIMS spirit, ready to step into this dynamic world with confidence, purpose, and possibility. Over these 2 transformative years, this journey has been shaped not just by your efforts, but also by the unwavering support of your family members, your loved ones, mentors, guides, and professors, particularly the ones who have challenged you, supported you, and occasionally reminded you about your submission deadlines. And now it is my privilege to present to you, in some time, the guiding lights of NMIMS, which will be in some time, perhaps in 5 minutes. As the academic procession begins, I will make an announcement, and I then request you to rise. This is a reminder once more to keep your phones on silent mode or switched off mode. And it's a request that you stop moving and take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests and dear students, may I please request you to rise. And join me in extending a warm welcome to the academic procession with respect, admiration, and heartfelt appreciation. I take this honor to announce that amongst us today, the esteemed members of the academic procession are Shri Shalin S. Devatia, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, our chief guest, Mr. Sachin Sahai, CEO, Birla Opus Paints, our guest of honor, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, Group Head, Virtual Banking and Infrastructure, HDFC Bank, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, Dr. Tanmay Chakraborty, Honorable Registrar, SVKM's NMIMS, Office bearers of SVKM, Dr. Veena Vora, officiating Dean, SBM, NMIMS, Vice Deans, Heads of Departments, Area and Program Chairpersons, faculty members, and Deans and Directors of various schools. Please remain standing till the dignitaries take their seats. Thank you. Please take your seats. Greetings and good morning once more. This is Professor Gabriel Hart extending a warm welcome to all of you on this proud and momentous occasion, the 23rd Convocation ceremony of the Ph.D., MBA, MBA Human Resources, and MBA Pharmaceutical Management programs of SVKM's NMIMS School of Business Management for the year 2024-26. Today we celebrate the excellence, dedication, and perseverance of our graduating students who have earned their degrees from one of India's finest and globally recognized management institutions. Equipped with knowledge, skills, and a strong foundation, they now stand ready to navigate and lead in an ever-evolving VUCA world. This achievement, however, is not theirs alone. It is also a fitting tribute to the unwavering support, love, and encouragement of their families, friends, and loved ones who have stood by them through every challenge and triumph. Let us together honor this remarkable milestone with a resounding round of applause. Thank you. And as we continue, I request your attention towards a video clip on security and safety arrangements for today's ceremony. May I request a support team to play the video?
Safety video for NMIMS Mukesh Patel Auditorium.
Hello everybody, I am Pramanand Angre, Fire and Safety Officer for SVKM NMIMS. I am here to guide you on Mukesh Patel Auditorium safety exits.
There are a total of 8 doors and 6 exits. Both middle exits will take you to the same outer area. At all times, on each exit, safety personnel and ushers are always there to guide you in case of an emergency. Your safety is our responsibility. Do not panic. Stay calm. Do not run. Follow the given instructions. It is not safe to wander on your own. Now, let's get out from each exit. For audiences sitting in the front or middle, you have exits on your right and left. A total of 4 doors. Choose comfortably. Once you are out from your left, take left and walk straight till the end. Cross the passage. Take another left. You will come to an area where you will find stairs and escalators. For people coming from the right exit, once you are out, you too will come to the same area. In case, due to safety reasons, if escalators are shut down, then use them as stairs, and from both right and left, you will come up to this common area, which is the way out. For people at the back, take the nearest door to you, come out, take left, cross the passage, take left, you will come directly to the common area. Likewise, for dignitaries and performing participants or people on or backstage, they also have 2 exits. If you are facing the audience, then at your right, this is the exit. Move out, take right, walk straight, and take the stairs. Similarly, from your left, come out and take the same stairs to go out. You are safely out from all exits. At NMIMS, safety is our biggest priority. So you will see signage, fire extinguishers, open spaces, and proper adequate exits for your convenience.
I hope this video has helped you to understand the emergency exits. Thank you and be safe.
Thank you. On this auspicious occasion, we begin with an invocation seeking the blessings of Goddess Ma Saraswati, the embodiment of wisdom, knowledge, and learning. I invite the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. May I request the audience to please rise and remain standing for the NMIMS anthem.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणां वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
The NMIMS anthem.
We do what's right and not what's easy. We give our best shot each and every time.
We set the standard, we are the future. We are a part of this institute so fine. NMIMS, NMIMS,
Respect the past, create the future, transcend horizons, however far.
We have what it takes, we make a great team. At NMIMS, each one is a star. NMIMS, NMIMS,
Thank you. Please take your seats. May I now call upon Dr. Tanmay Chakraborty, Registrar, SVKM's NMIMS, to please carry forward the proceedings.
I request Sri Shalines Devetiyar, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor of SVKM NMIMS, to declare the Convocation 2026 open.
I declare the Convocation 2026 open.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty. We are deeply honored and privileged to have with us our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Sachin Sahai, CEO Birla Opus Paints. I request Sri Shalines Devatya, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, to kindly honor our chief guest with a bouquet and memento as a token of our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation. Thank you, sir. It's also a great moment of pride and honor that we have a guest of honor, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, Group Head, Virtual Banking and Infrastructure, HDFC Bank. I once again request Sri Shalines Devatya, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, to kindly honor our guest of honor with a bouquet and a memento as a token of a heartfelt acknowledgement, gratitude, and appreciation. It's now my privilege to invite Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, one and all. Chief guest for today's convocation, Sri Sachin Sahai, CEO Birla Opus Paints, and a guest of honor, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, Group Head, Virtual Banking and Infrastructure, HDFC Bank. Senior officers of SVKM, Managing and Executive Committee members of SVKM, distinguished guests, officiating Dean, Vice Deans, faculty, staff members, proud parents who are viewing us physically sitting here and virtually, and most importantly, the esteemed and proud graduates present here. A very good morning to one and all. As we gather today to celebrate the culmination of years of your hard work, dedication, and perseverance, I'm filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and optimism. Today's day marks a significant milestone in each one of you whose journey after graduation starts tomorrow, or probably after this convocation. This convocation 2026. So let me, at the outset, first, behalf of all of us present here, applaud efforts of these students who are here proudly during this convocation ceremony, and the proud parents for all their journey of success that has led you here. Congratulations. This moment symbolizes not just your academic achievement, but also the beginning of a new chapter in each one of you, your lives, one filled with endless possibilities and, of course, opportunities for growth. As you stand on the threshold of this endless possibilities, I'm just reminded of the profound words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Armed with your education in management, you possess all the tools today to effect positive change in the world around you. You're not just graduates, you are the future leaders, innovators, and visionaries. Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're always right. Your mindset, your belief in yourselves will shape the course of your journey. So, dear students, believe in your abilities, trust in your instincts, and dare to dream big. But greatness doesn't come without any challenges. So, as Winston Churchill said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. So, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, learn from your mistakes, and never lose sight of your goals. Above all, remember the importance of integrity, empathy, and humility in your leadership journey. It's well said that I have learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Treat others with kindness, respect, and compassion, and I'm sure you will learn their trust and loyalty. NMIMS has been responsive to all challenges that has been thrown on it at different times, and all of us have experienced it time to time till date. It's the vision of our Honorable Chancellor, Shri Amrish Bhai Patel, and the emergence of mentors like Shaleen Bhai Devetia, that the campuses and all our schools have ensured that NMIMS is agile, flexible, and always keep quality on education. To the faculty and staff, thank you so much for the tireless efforts in shaping these young minds and for nurturing a culture of academic rigor and the holistic development. You have played a pivotal role in these students sitting here today. So thank you so much for the support that you have rendered to each one of you sitting here. Without you all, it wouldn't have been possible. This day wouldn't have been possible today. To the parents and families, your support and sacrifices, and of course the patience, has played an invisible and an invaluable role in this journey. Today's success is as much yours as it is your wards. So be proud, and it's a day of celebration today. As you step out, dear students, as alumni of this esteemed institution, I encourage you to remain connected to your alma mater. Let this bond grow stronger with time, and you should be contributing to the legacy and the growth of NMIMS henceforth. SVKM, our parent trust, has a great legacy in history and heritage for more than 90 years, while the School of Business Management has a great standing for almost 45 years, and NMIMS deemed to be university, a journey of excellence through 23 years. These 23 years journey of the university has made rapid strides and is recognized in the higher education sector as a leading university, receiving A++ grade in NAC accreditation with a score of 3.67, leading to a Category 1 university status awarded by the MHRD, the Ministry of Education. We've retained, we did have it 8 years back, we've retained it with the recent NAC score of 3.67. There are very few universities in India who have received the Category 1 status. The School of Business Management with international gold standards like ASCSB re-accredited and EQUIS accreditation and ABET accreditation in the engineering school for 5 programs, and currently going through the national accreditation for 5 programs again in these 3 days ending tomorrow. All these things are a few notable achievements in the long list that exists at the university. The School of Business Management has also scaled to newer heights, and School of Business Management has featured in the top 20 schools again in NIRF ranking, and for the last 5-6 consecutive years, School of Business Management has been listed in the first 25 ranks in the National Ranking Institutional Framework. As you embark, dear students, in this new chapter of your journey, remember that the greatest achievements often lie beyond our comfort zones. So dare to dream big, take calculated risks, and never settle for mediocrity. This world is full of endless possibilities for those who are willing to chase their dreams with unwavering determination and resilience. And once Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, I do quote, "Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It's something that doesn't let you sleep." So let your dreams drive you, not just to achieve success, but also to bring positive and long-lasting change wherever you go and whatever you do. So, in closing, I want to congratulate each one of you for this remarkable achievement. Congratulations, graduates. The future belongs to you. Go forth, conquer it with courage, compassion, and conviction. All the very best. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chintamaneni, for your words of wisdom. May I now request Dr. Veena Vora, officiating Dean SBM, to present the review of full-time MBA programs of School of Business Management.
Thank you, Professor Hart. A very good morning to the chief guest of the day and our own very dear alumnus, Mr. Sachin Sahai, CEO of Birla Opus Paints Grasim Industries Limited, our guest of honor, and also our dear alumna, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, Group Head Virtual Banking and Infrastructure at HDFC Bank, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Shalin Devetia, Honorary Joint Secretary and Mentor, NMIMS School of Business Management, Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, Registrar, Dr. Tanmay Chakrabarti, distinguished guests, Vice Deans, faculty, staff, proud parents, Ph.D. scholars, and graduating students of the full-time MBA, MBA Pharmaceutical Management, and MBA Human Resources programs, batch of 2026. A very good morning indeed, and a very warm welcome to the 23rd Annual Convocation of the School of Business Management 2026. It is with great pleasure that I today welcome the chief guest and guest of honor on behalf of the SBM community to recognize and encourage the efforts of our young graduating students. Thank you for accepting our invitation to be here today and making the time to share your experience with our audience on this momentous occasion. I would also like to sincerely welcome the heartbeat of today's ceremony, our young scholars and graduating students. We are proud that you have completed your academic journey with us and are now taking a sure step forward. It is de rigueur during convocation addresses to describe the world that all of you will be stepping out into and its economic realities for you to reflect on. The world that you are stepping out into is unsurprisingly changing at breakneck speed and stands at an interesting cusp today. Global uncertainties, digital acceleration, climate commitments, and changing workforce expectations are forcing organizations to rethink how they operate. Adaptability, technology adoption, regulatory readiness, and long-term value creation will enable organizational and personal success. What does this mean for you all going ahead? While age and experience may not be with you right now, you do carry the advantage of youth, innovation, willingness to think out of the box, and a willingness to take risk to drive many of the transformations required. India is transforming herself, and her economic journey is being redefined by strategic investments, digital innovation, sustainability practices. Every stakeholder is playing a role in reshaping the future of business in India. Having said that, we must note and take care that while prosperity is increasing, humanity sometimes is losing. As you move ahead, you must play your part sincerely in our nation's transformation and play it well by weaving in purpose, intent, and continuous learning. We are confident that as a school, our PhD scholars and young graduating students will go forth to engage in meaningful and relevant pursuits in response to the challenges prevalent in society and business today and tomorrow. We therefore proudly today celebrate the achievements of the class of 2026, comprising 10 Ph.D. scholars, 649 MBA graduates, 75 MBA human resource graduates, and 118 MBA pharmaceutical management graduates. Applaud for yourself because you have completed a demanding journey and are now tasked with taking forward the legacy of excellence that defines School of Business Management. It is with this background that I present our school's endeavors in the past academic year. Central to our teaching excellence is the robust assurance of learning framework, measuring educational goals against international benchmarks by integrating assurance of learning and multi-campus program coordination protocols. We track student competency in real time to allow for data-driven curriculum enhancements. Complementing the classroom, the Leadership Insight series and practitioner-led symposia have engaged students with shifts in artificial intelligence, the ethics of it, and also labor code reforms. These initiatives have transformed our curriculum into a real-time laboratory of applied thinking. We have also sharpened our curriculum on environmental sustainability issues and corporate governance. The PhD program has seen our PhD scholars receive sincere appreciation from national and international researcher community for undertaking robust doctoral thesis work with strong methodological design and defining contributions to theory and practice in their respective domains. I would also like to highlight at this point of time the research output of the school. During the past academic year, the research output at the school has maintained its upward trajectory in its journey towards achieving research excellence with 32 research publications in journals of international and national repute. 9 of our faculty members have published 8 papers in ABDC A category journals and 1 in A star journal. This is a testimony of the intellectual and thought leadership impact that our faculty continues to make. Please help me to applaud the efforts of Dr. Ashu Sharma, Dr. Sangeeta Vats, Dr. Mayank Joshipura, Professor Sumant Devasthali, Dr. Swati Sodia, Dr. Rose Anthony, Dr. Manisha Sharma, Dr. Nikita Kedia, and Dr. Sachin Mathur. SBM today stands amongst the finest institutes in teaching and learning and also in making remarkable progress in thought leadership. The MBA program at SBM witnessed significant strengthening of its academic and career development ecosystem. Apart from the curriculum review that saw various changes in the curriculum throughout the year, one of the most encouraging developments this year has been the growth of the peer-led remedial initiative, which has seen our second-year students, graduating students, offer more than 80 hours in peer-led sessions conducted across key subject areas like financial accounting, corporate finance, and economics. These will leave a long mark in our school and its culture of helping and mentoring younger students. At the same time, the MBA program has taken an important step towards strengthening placement preparation by shaping the Placement Preparatory Committee, and this will help our students to build stronger applications, be better prepared for employment sessions, and engage more meaningfully with alumni. The MBA Human Resources program is designed to develop future-ready HR leaders with a strong business orientation. Anchored in the pillars of research, analytics, and technology, employee well-being, and business fundamentals, the program equips students to deliver data-centric and people-centric solutions. Courses and workshops in contemporary and niche topics are complemented by a solid grounding in managing strategy, corporate finance, digital marketing, economics, and operations. The program has also introduced several contemporary offerings such as disruptive HR tech, reflecting its commitment to anticipating changes in the business environment and continuously evolving the curriculum. Beyond the classroom, industry engagements such as CHRO panel discussions and flagship events including the Ruday Business Conclave and Decoding the Labor Code Symposium has helped the HR students to drive interaction with senior industry leaders and legal experts. The MBA Pharmaceutical Management program continues to set a benchmark for professional excellence, maintaining its prestigious record of 100% placement for both summer interns as well as final placement aspirants for the 8th consecutive year. This consistent success is underpinned by a rigorous academic framework recently enhanced by a comprehensive program review and the introduction of a specialized workshop on Indian management thought and ethos. Our students' professional readiness is further sharpened through a vibrant ecosystem of 34 co-curricular activities, including CEO talks, expert excellence sessions, and case study competitions. The LEAP program, which is our dual degree program, continues to open international pathways for our students. In the last academic year, 3 students have opted for this pathway and are pursuing MSc in Business Analytics from the University of Bristol, as also MSc in Business Analytics from Neoma Business School in France. I would like to now draw your attention and take a moment to recognize the meaningful work being carried out at the Jasani Center for Social Entrepreneurship and Sustainability Management. In the last year, in November 2025, the center put out a proposal to secure the MAF Mirai Asset Foundation SVKM ESG Research Chair to advance impactful research and thought leadership by producing high-quality publications and developing ESG-focused case studies. In its first year, the proposal has secured Rs 95 lakhs in funding and has seen a total of 19 ESG research projects being launched and implemented, completed by March 31st this year across the Mumbai, Indore, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and the Shirpur campuses. Faculty members across these campuses have been engaged in activities aligned with ESG themes, including disability inclusion, nurturing the next wave grassroots entrepreneurship for a changing world conclave, and a conference, the maiden conference at SBM on climate risk and sustainable finance, pathways to resilient and responsible growth, highlighting the role of banks and financial institutions. We are and remain deeply grateful to the Mirai Asset Foundation for their trust in us in providing the funds for this proposal to be taken ahead, and also for their continued investment in our students' potential. For the academic year 2025-26, the foundation has generously awarded scholarships of Rs 5 lakh each to 5 of our MBA students, recognizing their merit, and also scholarships of 1 lakh each to 7 of our MBA part-time social entrepreneurship students. These contributions significantly alleviate financial barriers, allowing our scholars to focus on driving innovation and creating meaningful change in society. We are also thankful to Societe Generale for supporting the research efforts of our Ph.D. scholars. The 3-week WeCare Civic Engagement Internship this year engaged 793 full-time MBA and HR students scheduled between January 27th and February 20th, 2026. In this duration, students collectively contributed upwards of 1 lakh man-hours to the social sector. Students were placed across 315 development organizations in 171 cities, spanning 20 states and 4 union territories. Additionally, SBM, in collaboration with Salam Bombay Foundation, organized and conducted the 5th edition of Dolphin Tanki, which is a unique platform aimed at supporting entrepreneurs from underserved communities. A total of 36 contestants secured investments amounting to Rs 12 lakhs. Collectively, these initiatives contribute meaningfully to the vision of Viksit Bharat and help the school in advancing social equity. I would also like to highlight the international engagements, some of the more meaningful ones that have happened in the past year at SBM. We were honored to host Dr. Curtis Cole, Global CIO of Cornell University, for a transformative keynote on clinical information systems. We also hosted Ms. Lily B., President and CEO of ASCSB International, during her historic first official visit to India. We also welcomed His Excellency Mr. Gilles Roth, Minister of Finance of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, and his address on global fiscal governance and sustainable growth provided our MBA and business analytics students with a rare interface into contemporary policy making and international financial ecosystems. Throwing a light on our student achievements, we have always believed that a truly holistic education is found both in the quiet focus of the lecture hall as also the vibrant energy of our sports and cultural arenas. Many of you have brought accolades to the school, And I hope you will put your hands together to celebrate all of you securing top honors in prestigious competitions such as ITC Interrobank Season 15, A1 Launchpad, HDFC Ergo Insurathon, Axis Moves 2025, Battle of the Wittiest 2.0, Rectify, We Care Civic Engagement Poster Presentation Competitions in 2025, Ignite Esports, Aurora 3.0, National Level Product Management Case Competition, Arcadia, Bank of Baroda Achievers Awards, and many more. Please put a hand together for yourself. Placements at SBM NMIMS Mumbai continue to attract interest internally and externally. SBM NMIMS Mumbai continue to be the preferred choice for talent across industries, signifying the industry's unwavering faith in our B School. The placement season witnessed strong overall performance with the participation of 225 companies across sectors offering coveted profiles to the MBA, MBA HR, and MBA Pharmaceutical Management students. 38% of these recruiters were new firms. And for the MBA HR program, from amongst the 53 odd companies that participated, 47% were new. Due to the excellent performance of our students in their internships and corporate contests, 25% of the flagship MBA program and 18% of the MBA HR program students received PPOs. This reflects robust intern to offer conversion and sustained recruiter confidence in the quality of our students. Some of the important sectors that have participated during the placement season include BFSI, FMCG, FMCD sectors, consulting firms, the conglomerate clusters, and the pharma, media, telecom brands. Our faculty recognitions have again made us proud. Dr. Ashu Sharma, Professor in Operations and Data Sciences and Program Chair for Business Analytics, was conferred the Outstanding Women Management Teacher Award at the AIMS International Conference organized jointly with IIM Shillong. Additionally, Dr. Subramania Rajasulochana was honored by the Tamil Nadu government at the Phase 3 dissemination workshop held at Chennai for her work on sustaining healthcare transformation. Dr. Aarti Deo was also honored on International Women's Day with the Touchstone Legacy Award 2026. The rankings and recognitions received by the School of Business Management continue to also add a feather in our cap. We are immensely proud to be the first B school in Western India to be reaccredited by ASCSB International. A further distinction in our cap was the EQUIS accreditation in September of 2024. This global excellence was mirrored in the domestic landscape, with our rankings across Business Today and India Today placing us within the top 10 B schools nationally and amongst the top 4 private B schools. We also retained our standing as the second best institution in Mumbai. Our alumni ecosystem has seen unprecedented growth this year, anchored by a record-breaking engagement strategy that bridges generations of NMIMS leaders. We have successfully expanded our national footprint with impactful chapter meets in Bangalore, Delhi, and Pune. The spirit of lifelong connection was further revitalized through Homecoming 2025 Back to the Benches, which debuted this year and welcomed the batch of 2023 for a nostalgic return to the classroom. Our grand alumni meet held in January of this year welcomed over 400 alumni back to the fold to celebrate our shared heritage. In conclusion, I would like to say, dear students, as you leave this campus today, have confidence in yourself and in the legacy that you are taking ahead. Dream big, but more importantly, act on those dreams. Make SBM NMIMS proud. Make your families proud. Make the nation proud. Live lives of character, ethics, and humility. Lives filled with purpose, service, and impact. As you step into tomorrow, carry with you the spirit of this 45-year-old institution. Carry with you the love of your families and your faculty. And carry with you the dreams of a nation that believes in your potential and needs you to become karma yogis. Right now, You may not fully grasp how your karma in the last year of each late night assignment, each case study session, each frustrating exam, and each decision that you may have taken in the past 2 years will impact your journey. I hope that you learn to appreciate going ahead how delayed gratification, repeated efforts that sometimes result in failure are the hallmark of all great leaders. The evidence is also seated in front of you. And this will deliver success over the long term. Steve Jobs had it right when he said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. Over time, the dots will connect, and it will be in large measure due to your karma. Your journey of transformation that has begun here at SBM NMIMS is now time to take it ahead, transform the world as leaders who are trustworthy, who continue learning for life, and who question the status quo and who pursue virtuous karma. May God bless you with all the very best in your journey ahead. Remember that the school will await your return as illustrious alumni. We will continue to support your journey as your cheerleaders. Thank you, God bless, keep shining, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Vora. A much awaited and anticipated moment, a moment of great pride, the presentation of degrees. I invite Dr. Mayank Joshipura, Vice Dean Research and Ph.D. SBM, to present the degrees. Please welcome Dr. Joshipura with a round of applause.
Thank you, Professor Gabriel Hart. Nominee of Honorable Chancellor Shri Shaleen S. Devetia, I present before you the students who have passed the Ph.D. program and have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request you to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. I request Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor Dr. Meena Chintamaneni to join him. Vinita Nair. She defended her thesis titled Cultural Fitment Based Hiring and Gender Inclusion in Indian Organization under the guidance of Dr. Veena Vora. Swati Sisodia. She defended her thesis titled A Study of Strategic Interventions in Effectively Promoting Maternal and Child Health MCH in India under the guidance of Dr. Ramesh Bhatt. Vivek Tiwari. He defended the thesis titled An Analysis of Effects of Trade Barriers on Indian Exports under the guidance of Dr. Chandrima Sekdar. Dinesh Sharma. He defended the thesis titled Impact of Cross-Channel Integration Capabilities on Consumer Perceived Value, Brand Preference, and Loyalty in Retail Channel Structure, a study from demand-side perspective under the guidance of Dr. Tapan Panda. Shivam Saxena. He defended the thesis titled Equity Markets in India, the Performance and Potential of Domestic Institutional Investment under the guidance of Dr. Chandrima Sekdar. Stuti Kumar. She defended her thesis titled Evaluating the Effectiveness of the Native Ad Format under the guidance of Dr. Sriram Shivaram Krishnan. Divya Prakash Tulsian. He defended the thesis titled Essays on Low Risk Anomaly under the guidance of Dr. Mayank Joshipura. Nikita Kedia. She defended her thesis titled Essays on ESG Investing under the guidance of Dr. Mayank Joshipura. Thank you, sir and ma'am. I request Professor Gabriel Hart to take over the proceedings.
Thank you, Dr. Joshipura. And now I call upon Dr. Chandrima Sikdar, Vice Dean SBM, for the presentation of the Dean's List.
Good morning, everyone. Nominee of Honorable Chancellor, Shri Shalin S. Divetya, I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared eligible for Dean's List to 2025-2026 in MBA, MBA Human Resources, and MBA Pharmaceutical Management programs. I request you to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. I request Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Chintamanini, to join him in doing the honors. MBA program, Chatterjee Debarpan. Nayak Sharvari. Goswami Rutuja. Yadav Vaibhav. Avasti Ishan. Inamdar Sejal. Goenka Himanshu. Guha Rahul Deb. Gupta Jatin. Agrawal Pragya. Sadani Vartika. Ganatra Preet. Sarya Shivam. Balaji MS. Samli Ryan. Papisetti Sai Teja. Shah Niyati. Kirtan BP Karan. Rathi Anokhi. Mansiaka Disha. Varma Aman. Arun Isha. Haralalka Yash. Surana Shreyansh. Goel Muskan. Rodrigues Regan. Rao Nigamananda. Pandey Unnati, Jain Arush, Khandelwal Rishabh, Das Pritam Kumar, Purohit Shrikala, Rajesh Kumar Diksha, Goyal Rachit, Agarwal Grisha, Kalra Pratham, Chaudhary Tarang, Chaturvedi Ishita, Prabhakar Dhvanita, R. Srivatsan, Arora Shubham, Patodi Ashmi, Rastogi Sarthak, Goswami Saikat, Acha Puneet. Keep applauding. Kabra Abhishek, Singh Ishan, Augustine Rashi, Garv, Jain Moksh, Singh Aditya Kumar, Yadav Suraj, Meglani Yashika, Kondapalli Sri Ramya, Garg Sajel, Parekh Palak, Hemant, Patwari Soumya, Kedia Anushka, Malik Rohan, Sanwal Divij. Keep cheering. Upadhya Nimisha, Gupta Shrey, Singh Harman, Jaiswal Utkarsh, Sindhu Animesh, Sharma Harshita, Prabhu Bharvi, Khatri Dev, Bhansali Divyansh. MBA Human Resources Program. Amit, Punjabi Janvi, Dande Chaitanya, Shahi Arushi, S. Sai Ovia, V. Gokula Krishnan, Singh Akshat, Parekh Tanvi. MBA Pharmaceutical Management Program, Borse Devika, Shankla Siksha, Thakkar Jinal, Bhati Deepak, Samant Saili, Gavankar Vibhuti. Keep applauding. Shah Gunj, Agarwal Prachi, Kela Gaurav, Tharali Omkar, and Pandit Swati. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Nominee of Honorable Chancellor, 10 students of Ph.D. program starting with Hari Harinder, 649 students of MBA program starting with Bajaj Vandan, 75 students of MBA Human Resources program starting with Rathore Purva, and 118 students of MBA Pharmaceuticals Management program starting with Desai Sanika successfully completed the program. I request Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor Dr. Meena Chintamaneni to administer the oath on all who are present here and have been permitted to remain absent. I request all students present to rise for the oath and remain standing till the sustainability oath is administered.
Graduates, please settle fast. Thank you. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Executive Council of SVKM's NMIMS as a Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, I hereby declare all of you who are present and those who are permitted to remain absent are admitted to the respective degrees. I hereby charge you to uphold the dignity and the value of the degree awarded to you by this university in your life and profession. I request a nominee of Honorable Chancellor Shri Shalin S. Devetia to confer the degrees.
I hereby confer the degrees.
Congratulations.
Students, please settle down so that I can administer the sustainability oath. You have to keep standing. All right, we want you to settle down, please. So students, request your attention as I administer the sustainability oath. In alignment with our school's mission, we urge you to commit to this oath. As I read it, I request you to repeat after me. I say your name, pledge to lead with integrity, championing sustainability and social responsibility in all aspects of life. I will conserve resources, promote equity, and act with accountability, fostering a just and prosperous world. Guided by ethical principles, I commit to protecting our planet and uplifting humanity. With transparency and moral courage, I will inspire others to do the same. Thank you, students. You may now take your seats. And please settle down. Students, please settle down and allow us to carry forward the ceremony. I now request Registrar Dr. Tanmay Chakravarti to present the Registrar of Graduates to nominee of Honorable Chancellor for his concurrence. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, students. I now request Professor Gabriel Hart to take over the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sigdar. This segment indeed marks a significant highlight in today's convocation ceremony, one that undoubtedly reflects the spirit, achievements, and academic excellence at SBM and NMIMS. And so it is with great pleasure that now we proceed with the release of the roster of events, the convocation brochure, and the latest edition of the NMIMS Management Review, which has been included in the ABDC journal list. These stand as testament to the dedication of our faculty, the accomplishments of our students, and the vibrant academic environment we are so proud of at NMIMS. And now I invite our distinguished dignitaries on the dais to officially release the roster of events, the convocation brochure, and the latest edition of the NMIMS Management Review. A round of applause. Thank you. Our alumni are the torchbearers of leadership and excellence in the business world, holding high the prestige of NMIMS. And so, to take this prestigious moment of pride forward and introduce the recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award, I now call upon Professor Bijay Patnaik, Chairperson, Industry and Alumni Relation. Please welcome Professor Patnaik with a round of applause.
Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Shalin S. Devetia, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, dignitaries on the dais, faculty colleagues, invited guests, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. It gives us immense pleasure to announce the recipients of the Distinguished Alumna Award 2026. An alumna of SVKM's Narsimonji Institute of Management Studies, batch of 1993, Ms. Ashima Bhatt is Group Head Virtual Banking and Infrastructure at HDFC Bank. She's responsible for enhancing the bank's ability to provide relationship management services to a wide customer base. In addition, she's responsible for the entire infrastructure of the bank, including setting up of branches, offices, data centers, and training infrastructure. Ms. Ashima has been with the bank since its inception in 1994 and has been an integral part of its growth story. In her 31-year-long journey with HDFC Bank, she has donned multiple hats. Ms. Bhatt has previously headed HDFC Bank's business finance and strategy, ESG, and CSR, infrastructure, and administrative function. She led the team that created the bank's roadmap for ESG initiatives and drove its implementation. In her role as CSR head, she was instrumental in ensuring a huge impact with the social initiatives of the bank in the areas of education, skilling, and rural development. In her earlier role, Ms. Bhatt was the head of Emerging Corporates Group, Infrastructure Finance, and Healthcare. Prior to this, she has led supply chain management and corporate banking. Ms. Ashima Bhatt has completed her Master's in Management Studies from NMIMS Mumbai. The School of Business Management, NMIMS, proudly confers Ms. Ashima Bhatt with the Distinguished Alumni Award 2026. May I request Ms. Bhatt to come forward and accept her award, and may I request Shri Shalin Devetia and Dr. Meena Chintamaneni kindly do the honors. Can we have a huge round of applause? It's indeed a proud moment for all of us. Please take it. May I request Mr. Shalin Devetia and Dr. Meena Chintamaneni to kindly wait till I read the citation for our recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award. Our recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award 2026, Mr. Sachin Sahai, batch of 1995, has over 31 years of post-MBA experience working with top FMCG companies. He has spent nearly 24 years with ITC handling their core FMCG business and also other business in their FMCG portfolio, including foods and non-foods. Sachin has led various entrepreneurial roles across brand marketing and sales operation and has a wealth of experience leading large cross-functional teams and building profitable businesses. Mr. Sahai was a key figure in ITC Limited's historic transformation into a diversified FMCG giant. Notably, he was an early incubator of the eChopal model, a world-renowned rural digital infrastructure, and has a proven track record of scaling greenfield operations into national leaders. Mr. Sahai has been appointed CEO of Birla Opus Paints, February 2026 onwards, bringing his wide experience to the role. Mr. Sahai will work towards leading the newest entrant to the paint sector with an ambition to build scale and a strong position in the industry. School of Business Management, NMIMS, proudly confers Mr. Sachin Sahai with the Distinguished Alumnus Award 2026. May I request Mr. Sahai to come forward to accept his award, and may I request Mr. Devetia and Dr. Meena Chintamaneni to kindly do the honors. May I have a huge round of applause, students, for your seniors who have led the way. Thank you, Mr. Devetia and Dr. Chintamaneni. May I request Dr. Gabriel Hart to take over the proceedings.
Thank you. It's now the time to honor achievements within the SBM NMIMS community. I invite Dr. Chandrima Sigdar. I invite Dr. Veena Vora, Officiating Dean SBM and NMIMS to declare student awards, the Faculty and Staff Awards, a celebration of dedication, talent, and remarkable contribution. Please welcome Dr. Vora with a round of applause.
Thank you, Professor Hart. Shri Shalin Devetya, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor SVKM's NMIMS, I present before you the students who will be receiving various awards on the basis of their outstanding academic and all-round performance. I request our chief guest, Mr. Sachin Sahai, and guest of honor, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, to kindly hand over the medals and certificates. I request Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, to kindly join our chief guests. First, the rank holders for the MBA batch of 2025-2026. The third rank goes to Pragya Agarwal. Congratulations, Pragya. The second rank is awarded to Debarpan Chatterjee. Congratulations, Debarpan. The first rank holder, MBA batch of 2026, Jatin Gupta. Congratulations to you, Jatin. Please keep the applause flowing. For the MBA Human Resources batch of 2026, the third rank is awarded to Sai Ovia. Congratulations, Sai. The second rank is awarded to Amit. Congratulations, Amit. The first rank is awarded to Janvi Punjabi. Congratulations, Janvi. For the MBA Pharmaceutical Management batch of 2025-2026, the third rank is awarded to Swati Pandit. Congratulations, Swati. The second rank holder is Sayali Samant. Congratulations, Sayali. And the first rank goes to Devika Borse. Congratulations, Devika. We would now like to announce the awards of the MBA program. The Chancellor's Gold Medal for the best all-round student performance for the year in the MBA program goes to Sharvari Nayak. Congratulations, Sharvari. The Vice Chancellor's Gold Medal for the student scoring the highest CGPA over 6 terms goes to Jatin Gupta. Please keep applauding for our awardees. The Gold Medal and Certificate of Honor for Overall Excellence and Leadership instituted by the MMS class of 1981-83 in memory of Mr. Shailesh Kharkar goes to Muskan Goyal. Congratulations, Muskan. The Gold Medal Award, Information Technology, Academics and Overall in memory of Dr. Chirag Unadkat for the MBA program goes to R. Srivatsan. Congratulations, Srivatsan. Late Professor Pratap Vijayanand Sirur Silver Medal and a cash award for scoring the highest marks in the subject of investment and portfolio management goes through 3 meritorious students. These are Jatin Gupta, Rishabh Bajaj, and Divyansh Bhansali. Rishabh, right? First Rishabh. Rishabh first. Congratulations to the awardees. Please keep the applause flowing. Dun & Bradstreet Award for the Best Student in the MBA program for the year goes to Preet Ganatra. Congratulations, Preet. Professor Y.K. Zamwar Award for the Best Student based on the academic performance for the MBA program for the year goes to Harshita Sharma. Congratulations, Harshita. Professor Y.K. Zamwar, NMIMS Alumni Association Trophy for the Best Organizer of the Year for all full-time programs goes to Sai Teja Papisetti. The Certificate of Honor for the Best Student across all full-time MBA programs for consistent academic performance and contribution towards students' activities for the year goes to Aman Verma. Come on, Aman, congratulations to you. Certificate of Honor in recognition of consistent academic performance and contribution to the students' activities in the MBA program for the year goes to Shruti Bhiani. Congratulations, Shruti. Professor Y.K. Zamwar Award for the Best Student based on the academic performance for the MBA program for the year goes to Pragya Agarwal. Congratulations, Pragya. Award for Outstanding Performance in the Field of Sports, Divij Shanwal. Congratulations, Divij. MBA HR and MBA Pharmaceutical Management programs. The Chancellor's Gold Medal for the Best All-Round Student Performance for the year in MBA HR program goes to Janvi Punjabi. Congratulations, Janvi. Please keep the applause flowing. Trophy of Honor in recognition of consistent academic performance and contribution to the students' activities in MBA HR for the year goes to Rutuja Gosavi. Congratulations, Rutuja. SBM Distinction Award for MBA HR goes to Janvi Punjabi. Congratulations once again. SBM Leader in the Making Award for MBA HR is awarded to Joseph Johan. Congratulations, Johan. SBM Outstanding Student Award for MBA HR goes to Chaitanya Dande. Congratulations, Chaitanya. Certificate of Honor in recognition of consistent academic performance and contribution to student activities in the MBA Pharmaceutical Management Program for the year goes to two students, Ashwin Nambutri and Gayatri Shetkar. We now come to the Faculty and Staff Awards announcements. Congratulations, Gayatri. Dear students, in this much-awaited segment, I hope you will wholeheartedly applaud for the efforts of all our faculty colleagues, and especially those who are receiving awards today, as also our staff members. For the Teaching Excellence of the Year Award, I would like to invite Dr. Manisha Sharma. Congratulations, Dr. Manisha. Please applaud for your professors. Best Researcher of the Year at SBM Award goes to Dr. Rose Anthony. Congratulations, Dr. Rose. The Best Department of the Year award at SBM for the year goes to the area of Operations and Data Sciences. May I request all the area members to please join in for receiving the award. आ जाओ। इसका पर। Can move that. Congratulations to the area of Operations and Data Sciences once again. The Best Faculty Anchor Award for Multi-Campus Coordination this year is awarded to two professors, Dr. Geeta D'Souza and Dr. Subramanya Rajasulochana. Congratulations, Dr. Geeta and Dr. Rajasulochana. Go ahead. Please join me in felicitating the Best Faculty of the Year award, which is going to Dr. Hitesh Kalro. Please keep applauding. Congratulations, Dr. Hitesh. On behalf of the SBM community, I'm very proud to announce the names of the Best Staff of the Year 2025-2026 awardees. Ms. Priyanka Birajdar, Assistant at Academic Administration. Ms. Vaishali Desai, Assistant SBM. Please keep the applause flowing for our backbones. And Ms. Mary D'Souza, Assistant Dean's Office at SBM. Congratulations, Vaishali. Congratulations, Mary. The certificate of appreciation goes to Mr. Nikhil Khote, Coordinator, Examination. Congratulations, Nikhil. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And before I conclude, we also wanted to make a special mention of the promising young faculty, Dr. Rohit Yadav, who has joined our school and has shown tremendous potential. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Professor Gabriel Hart. It's all yours.
Thank you, Dr. Vora. Ladies and gentlemen, guests and dear student, it is a moment of great pride to welcome our guest of honor, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, a distinguished alumna of NMIMS. She embodies the very values that this institution strives to nurture: commitment, excellence, and leadership with purpose. Her journey is not just one of professional success, but of meaningful impact, shaping institutions, driving change, and contributing to communities with quiet strength and vision. For our graduating students, her presence today is a powerful reminder that where you begin is important, but what you build, how you lead, truly defines your legacy. Dear ma'am, we are delighted and honored to have you with us today, and may I welcome you to share your precious pearls of wisdom with our emerging leaders. Please welcome Ms. Bhatt with a round of applause.
So good morning, respected faculty members, distinguished guests, proud parents, and most importantly, the class of 2026. You know, as I walk back into the campus today, it's certainly brought back very fond memories, and time just seems to have stood still. It felt like as if I had opened an old notebook with unfinished notes, scribbles, doodles, and I saw a much younger version of myself. And today, as I stand in front of you, not just as an alumni, but someone who sat exactly where each of you is sitting, I remember some of the fun things that we learned during those glorious college days. When we walked into college, and there were many of us at that time, some of us were confused, some absolutely overconfident, and some imagining that our seniors were nothing short of gods. But one thing was certain, we all imagined that as we passed out of our MBA, we would certainly get a corner office and magically turn into CEOs overnight. Sorry, Sachin, I'm saying that. And while your classes have become much, much bigger, let me assure you that many years from now, you will recall each and every one of your classmates in the course of your corporate life. I remember every 120 of my classmates. Which brings me to the lessons that I learned, and we will all, and I can assure you that all of you have learned in college. Lesson number 1, the group assignments. So let me start by asking each of you a simple question. May I see with a show of hands, how many of you have taken part in group assignments? Oh, wow. You know, while 30 years have gone by, let me honestly say, the dynamics of each group has remained the same. There will be one group leader who will create the WhatsApp group and will say, let's get this, guys. There will be 2 people in the group who will be fighting endlessly over what should be written, correct? And who will try and give their inputs at every step and then finally give up and decide that what they need most is a glass of beer. There is one person in the group who will be the genius, who will be quiet and get the assignment done. And finally, this one is my favorite. There will be one person who will turn up at the last minute and say, please add my name now. And somehow, against all odds, the group projects usually got done. Maybe at 3 a.m. or 2:47 a.m. in the morning, powered by endless cups of coffee and discussions about global warming and nothing else, everything else other than the project. So if you remember nothing of your MBA or any degree a few years from now, remember this: great things are rarely built alone. And always, always remember that. The corporate world will be like 100 group projects happening at the same time. The only thing will be that the deadlines are real and the coffee will be much, much stronger. Lesson number 2. There was this legendary tribe called the front benchers. Clearly I have touched a chord. They listened to each lecture with rapt attention, took long notes, and did perfect assignments. And then there were the backbenchers, who had mastered the art of making just the right eye contact with the professor and timing that perfect nod. I think it was every 7 minutes, very knowingly. They perfected the art of looking deeply engrossed and engaged while planning a weekend escape, a startup idea, or a college festival. So while the front benchers learned from the professors, the backbenchers learned from life. But it doesn't matter. If you were a front bencher or even if you were a backbencher, be proud, because risk management was already your strongest skill. And you were already playing the chance of a game of chance, and you are won. Again, much like the corporate world. Lesson number 3. How many of you have organized or been part of a placement committee or a college festival committee? Let me see your hands. Oh, so many of you. Wow. So the next lesson, for those of you who raised your hands, will hold a very special place in your heart. While classes taught us management, the committees taught us execution. People who could not wake up for an 8 a.m. class were there at 6 a.m. to check on the sound system. That, my friends, is resilience. There were those things that also shape you. Nothing teaches patience better than realizing that that one person you entrusted to buy 5,000 samosas had only ordered 50. And nothing teaches panic better than finding out that your best friend has vanished, right before her placement, her final placement interview. Again, panic, resilience, patience, and leadership. You know, the corporate world will call it leadership competency framework, but you guys have already mastered it, so be proud. Lesson number 4, and this one was a little bit more subtle. Our class was split into two types of people. One was the hostelers, and the second part was the day scholars. And obviously the day students would usually get packed home food. In my case, my mom, who happens to be in the audience today, would lovingly pack 2 rotis and bhindi, or whichever bhaji was the flavor of the day. And ever so often, I would come back from the class, pick up my bag, open my tiffin, and find nothing other than a hastily scribbled thank you, clearly happily eaten by the hostelers, craving home food. The first time I went home angrily, my mom's solution was very simple. Don't hide the bag or the tiffin, just put in extra rotis. So my friends, my lesson number 4, as I went through college, that long before terms like CSR and ESG and sustainability became the norm, we were already practicing food distribution in college. Lesson number 5. The canteen was the biggest classroom. Over chai, samosas, idlis, and now I see you have, I saw your canteen recently and you have so much more variety. We discussed everything. Crushes, heartbreaks, startup ideas, interview mocks, placement anxiety, and so much more. And in that chaos is where we got our most valuable degree. It wasn't printed on the paper, but in our hearts. It was the friendships we made for life, the friends that became family. I have 2 of them sitting right here today, hopefully recording me to relay it back on the WhatsApp group to all my classmates, some of whom became my closest friends over the years. These are the people who are our cheerleaders, who celebrated our successes louder than we did. And years from now, and please look around this hall and you will realize that years from now, you will forget that econometrics problem, but you will never, ever you will not be able to do without this tribe. Please hold on to them. They will be your power and strength in the corporate world, cheering every promotion and every project. They will lift you through your failures. And at each college reunion, and we had the Silver Jubilee one very recently, a few years ago, the conversation, trust me on this, will always and always go back to who was your crush in college. And finally, one day, not too long into the future, when you stand here as an alumni, remember that this education did not merely prepare you for a career. It prepared you for life. So for the graduating class of 2026, dream big, work hard, stay humble. Go out there and make us proud. God bless.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Sachin Sahai, a leader whose journey reflects vision, resilience, and the ability to build with purpose. Mr. Sahai represents a spirit of transforming possibilities into enduring impact. His career stands as a testament to what it means to lead with both strategy and conviction, shaping businesses, empowering teams, and creating value at scale. As he now steers a new and ambitious chapter in the industry, his journey continues to inspire not just professionals, but every young mind aspiring to lead with clarity and courage. We are truly privileged to have him with us today. We welcome you, dear sir, and invite you to share with our graduates your pearls of wisdom. Please welcome Mr. Sahai with a round of applause.
Good afternoon, NM. Thank you. Thank you so much to the honorable members here on the dais for inviting me here to NM. And believe you me, I am extremely honored to be here and feeling extremely proud as well. But I'm going to take about 15-20 minutes and walking you down my journey of 30 plus years having passed out from NM. So bear with me, but I'm going to be a breeze on this one. So 1993 is when I wanted to be a banker. And 1993 is when I entered into NM. You know, standing outside Connaught Place in Delhi, looking at the Citibank office in Connaught Place, who wouldn't have wanted to work there? It looked so swanky and it looked so good. But the moment I entered into NM, I realized my professors of finance were really, really tough. It was not a very good thought in my mind, and therefore I shifted to marketing. I felt that would be easy. Well, 2 years passed by, and I started my career. The professional career was good to be, to say so. But 1 week down the line, I was sent to Bangalore as an area sales manager. I didn't know the language there, but I was supposed to sell some products which had just about been launched, and therefore conversing with the retailers, conversing with the team was extremely important. I tried to pick up some bit of Kannada, but, managed. And then over a period of next 5 years, became much more smarter, learned to deal with people, and landed myself in my next company as a brand manager to launch Parker Writing Instruments. Now, moving from foods to writing instruments was a journey by itself. But I was very, very fortunate to have met up with the new brand ambassador at that point of time, Mr. Bachchan, very, very close from here. Signed him on as the brand ambassador, was served tea by none other than Mrs. Bachchan. So you can imagine, I'm 7 years into the world of corporate, living the dreams which people and students think of. But then there is this constant urge to do something. All of you live in this world, what I call as fear of missing out, right? FOMO and Gen Z is a very, very common terminology. My ethos was fear of the known and fear of the unknown. By about 7 years into the corporate career, I felt I knew everything what corporate would offer. And that's when I stepped into ITC. 25 years, almost 25 years with ITC, and as I entered in my first year, I realized I was a nobody. Nobody recognized me. Nobody wanted me around. But the fact was, I wanted to make my presence felt. And so what did I do? I used to step forward, introduce myself, get to know people, understood the processes, and again, like a breeze, 2 years passed by which time I felt I was a sheet anchor, pretty much knowing what ITC is all about. But then, again, something happened. They moved me to Chennai. Now, just imagine landing up in Tamil Nadu, not knowing the language. As the head of sales, you walk in and there's this fear which starts hitting you. That's what I call fear of the unknown. As I entered the office, the teams felt that I knew everything about sales. I knew everything about being a unit head. And there was this instance where the finance manager walks into my room and says, you know what to do, so just go ahead and do it. I didn't know anything about what I was supposed to do. But that's the point of time when you reach out to your friends, reach out to your colleagues, no matter how competitive the environment is, because the more you learn, the more you deliver. I created my own environment of ensuring that I drive people. And the key stake at that point of time was to earn respect from the team. When you're dealing with a large team, that is what is very critical. And therefore, I started creating my processes to ensure that that team delivers respect, understands what they need to do, and therefore get to the objective. I was just about enjoying myself. 1.5 years down the line, the company said, move on. Another fear started coming in. I realized I had to swim in uncertainty. And the business they sent me to was the agri-business. Believe you me, the first 3 months I was looking out for a job. Because it wasn't easy. I was in the midst of people who were agri-experts, who knew what farmers were going to grow, what wheat meant, what soya meant, and I was continuously questioning myself, what am I going to do here? What's the purpose of being here? And in one of my visits to the villages, when I was talking to the last farmer in a chopal kind of a setup, I happened to ask the group, what is it that you'd like ITC to do? Believe you me, the kind of response I got was completely out of this world. I thought they would say, bring in foods, bring in services, get us more of seeds and fertilizers and so on. But you know what they said? They said, build roads. And I was zapped. Why would they ask for roads to be built by a company who has no business anywhere linked to it? And I asked them, what's the purpose of building roads? They said, if you build roads, vehicles and public transport will come to our village, our children will go out of this village to get educated, and we will prosper. What a brilliant mind. That's wherein I learned that you need to think ahead. And instantly, a new model came to mind. We used to buy directly from the farmers. We used to buy wheat, soya directly from the farmers. These farmers were engaged with us with just about 2 months during the Kharif season, 2 months of the Rabi season. And that's about it. 4 months in a year, they were connected with us. For the balance part of the 8 months, they were not connected because there was no activity going on. We decided to use that same network to go back and sell to the farmers products and services like FMCG, tractors, two-wheelers, fertilizers, weather insurance, life insurance, and therefore we tied up with various companies to take back these products, and therefore that channel became an active channel throughout the year, with both parties in a win-win environment and getting benefits of revenue as well. And 2 years then, I was beginning to really enjoy myself when yet another fear came in. And this time around, being in Hyderabad in the agri-business, my office was very, very close to the residents, and I used to go home for lunch, some luxuries, yeah. And during one of those days when I was having lunch, I get a call and they say, you're transferred and you have to move to Gurgaon. So we pack up, we move to Gurgaon. Now the challenge here, what is it? North is the most competitive environment for any company, any category, yet it is one of the largest. I was moving to a setup where I had to handle more than 500 odd people, a very large business, And I was growing in my mind. While I was growing in my mind, I was wondering how to deal with that situation. Quite a crazy scene. But anyways, we did well. We kind of moved forward, competed with the best in the industry. And I would have just about spent about 2.5 to 3 years is when I get another call. Now, this was a completely new call. I was getting into a role which did not exist in the company. That was the fear of the unknown. Completely new setup, and I was asked to paint the canvas the way I wanted to. By this time, the government of India had introduced what is called the Cigarette and Other Tobacco Products Act, which meant that you could not advertise, you could not communicate, but the need for communication still existed, because how would you communicate and establish the awareness for any new brand? That's wherein I studied shopper sciences. I tried to lay my hands on any document which could tell me how do consumers buy, what drives them. And I realized that within the act and within the framework of how consumers behave was this one element which said that the point of sale is free for you. You could do whatever you want at the point of sale. Now, this was like a fantastic opportunity for us to create our brand world, and therefore I got a chance to work with some of the world's finest design firms to redesign the pawn shops and bring the brand world alive in these pawn shops. Again, life was not so simple. You think these fears get subsided. You know, when you enter into a fear of an unknown and then you master it and you become really, proud that you've done something, yet another fear comes in. It was just about a year down the line when the organization asked me to move to yet another role. Now, this was the role of head of alternate channels. Now, the alternate channel meant modern trade, e-commerce, which was just about starting up in India. Now, this was having to deal with a big box retailer like a Spencer's, Reliance, D-Mart, as you would relate to. These guys' KRA is inversely related to your KRA, which means my effort is to reduce margins and their key proposition would be to increase margins. Now, you are entering into a platform of negotiation, trying to do business with a set of people who want exactly the opposite of what you need to do. How do you thrive in a scenario like that? Isn't it a very difficult proposition? And you have to look for that common thread which brings you both on the same platform. And the common thread at that point of time was a joint business plan working on building the category growth, and what I call as category captaincy. The moment we both got together, that was euphoric. Business moved 10 times in a period of 3.5 years, only because both your opponent and me were working on the same objective. So I felt very happy. I had overcome most of my fears. And then yet again, the uncertainty came up when the organization wanted me out again, and this time around as the head of all sales. Now, my task was very, very simple. I had to build the future of the company. Sounds very simple, right? I had to execute the strategy, what was being framed, and I had to lead from the front, leading by example. And you are having a large network of 3,500 people who you want all aligned to that vision of delivering the objective. Sounds very simple. Many of you may be dreaming of doing that. But in practical reality, when you get there, it's not very simple. And therefore, during the COVID period, when many of you possibly were in your homes, we were out on the streets reworking our sales strategy and trying to identify how is it that you can align the entire organization of 3,500 people to a common objective. Especially in sales, it's one of the most difficult things to do. And therefore, we took the help of digitization. We digitized the entire way the organization works. Now, sales is a very inverted funnel. The strategy is determined by the top management, but the execution is done by that last mile salesman. Now, it's up to him or her what he wants to do at that point of time. But we didn't leave it. We brought in digitization to prompt and nudge the salesman in giving him or her a very, very customized action to be taken at each outlet. That enabled complete synchronized behavior, and then you build up systems to measure them. So that is where I was, and that bug of doing something different bit me again. You know, when you got used to living in uncertainty, when you got used to living with your fears of the known as well as the fears of the unknown, it's important to continue to be in that boat, otherwise you will sink. And that's wherein I decided to move out of the FMCG industry after so many years and get into a completely new domain in the paints industry. I thought life would be pretty easy, occupying the corner office, but believe you, my friends, I am actually reading up on organic chemistry, what I learned in class 8, 9, and 10. That's where I'm spending most of my time, because paints is a chemistry and you need to master it to know what you intend to do with the product. So life is never ever simple and straightforward. Hopefully, I will master this as well. But then what are the lessons which one gets out of all of this? I have broadly 3 lessons in this entire journey of 30 years, and the first lesson to my mind is you need to invest as a leader in managing individuals. Each great person has a very, very different style of operation, has a very different style of working. And to succeed, you need to remove the fear of failure. And you need to allow the team to prosper. Only when you remove this will you be able to get a team which is aligned, a team which will deliver for you. So that's the first, right? Invest in managing individuals being the first. The second is extremely important, handle pressure. You may have read of many, many instances of students feeling under pressure, corporates under pressure, but that's the reality. You will always be surrounded by expectations. You'll have your family expectation, you will have your own expectations, and you will have your boss's expectations. To succeed, look at every experience as an opportunity. Live on the edge and master it. And as you do it day in and day out, believe you me, it'll become a part of your rotor memory. You will become so comfortable doing it every day, every moment, that you won't even realize when a pressure comes and a pressure goes. But the fact is, you have to deal with it. You cannot run away from it. So that's my second mantra. And the third mantra, extremely critical, is belief in yourself. Only if you believe in yourself will you truly realize that you can do something. And that's my critical 3 mantra. As I end my words to you, if it makes sense, I recount one of the events which happened in life some time back. And that's wherein I met this world-famous psychologist, a psychologist who's done a lot of research on the topic, what guarantees success. It's a very difficult topic. And therefore, when I was talking to her, she happened to mention the fact that, you know, she's done this survey and she's done this research and she studied a lot of successful people across her life. And I happened to ask her, what therefore is your mantra of success? She said, don't take a shortcut. Give me examples. So she gave me 3 options. I took that bite and I said, maybe sports people. So she said, fine, sports people are good, they are very, very disciplined, but it's not necessary that every sports person wins an award, a medal. Not every sports person goes to Olympics and wins a medal. I said, yeah, that's true. So she said, take another guess. So I thought about it and I said, defense people. Look at the kind of regimen they follow. They are so disciplined, they are so obedient, and they follow a particular way of living life. But she just made one statement. She said, there are so many defense personnel, without malice to any of them, have never seen a war. So how can you say that every defense person is a success? I said, fair bit. So I was left with the last option and I thought about it and I said, maybe it's the film stars. They are so good looking, they are so successful, they have such great fan following. And she said, no, never. There are so many struggling actors and actresses around us. So how can you say that film stars are successful people? So by which time I had pretty much given up. So I asked her, so why don't you tell me, what's the guarantee of success? And she said only one thing. She said, grit. It's your ability to run every time you fall. It's your ability to get up every time you fail. If you have that, and believe you me, you will see multiple failures in your life. If you think I've reached the CEO position without seeing failures in my life, you're mistaken. I have had my share of failures as well. But what I did demonstrate was grit. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Wish you all the very best. Have a wonderful, wonderful career in whatever you choose to do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address. Your insightful words will undoubtedly guide and empower our graduating students as they embark on their journey, instilling in them the values of strong leadership and excellence in management. I now request Dr. Tanmoy Chakraborty, Registrar, SVKM's NMIMS, to propose the vote of thanks and carry forward the proceedings.
Good afternoon to all. Dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, SBKM trustee, management committee members, faculty members, proud parents, and my dear students. I feel privileged to propose the vote of thanks in this momentous occasion. At the outset, on behalf of the entire SBKM NMIMS family and on my personal behalf, I would like to express sincere thanks and gratitude to our chief guest and guest of honor today. Sir and madam, thanks for accepting our request and grace this occasion. Our guest of honor, Ms. Ashima Bhatt, nicely depicted the importance of the canteen in the higher education institutes, and I believe that our students also will remember that. And our chief guest, Mr. Sachin, has mentioned that the uncertainty in the corporate and how someone will be conquering that entire journey. He mentioned that one. Sir, I can mention that our students will definitely keep in mind your suggestion, your guidance. I think that this is the right forum to express the sincere thanks to our Honorable Chancellor, who is the visionary, and under his vision and guidance that NMIMS has become one of the finest higher education institute of the country. And his vision is already backed up by the Honorable Trustee members and as well as the Management Committee members. One of them, Sri Shalin S. Dibetia sir, today graced the occasion as the nominee of the Chancellor. Thank you, sir, for accepting that invitation. I would like to express the sincere thanks to our leadership team, our Pro Vice Chancellor, and also who is currently performing the duties of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Meena Chintamaneni ma'am, and our Provost Admin, Sri Dr. Sharad Maheshkar, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Abhishek Ranjan, and Pro Vice Chancellor, Ms. Shima Mahajan, for their guidance and support to conduct this event. This occasion has become the actual ceremony because of the entire SBM, and that has been led by our officiating Dean of Dr. Veena Vora. Madam, thank you. And as well as that entire SBM faculty staff and the admin staff of the university. The proud parents who have come along to enjoy this event, thanks a lot, because your presence actually has become the momentous for this event. Last but not the least, my dear students, today we are celebrating you. It is a day of celebration, and after this event you will become our proud alumni. So thanks, and please enjoy the day. Now, the last formal part of this event, I request Sri Shalini Devetia, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor of SBKM NMIMS, to declare the Convocation 2026 closed.
I declare the Convocation 2026 closed.
Thank you. And now, as we have come close to the ceremony, close of the ceremony, please rise for the national anthem. Please remain standing till the academic procession leaves the auditorium. May I request you to please hold on for the last time, perhaps? The ceremony is still not over. Dear graduating students, on behalf of the School of Business Management and the entire NMIMS family, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you, and I wish you the best of the future. We wish you all the very best in your journey ahead. Be happy, be kind, and stay blessed. Until we meet again. There are some announcements, please. Yes. There are 5 food counters. One on my left, 2 on my right, and 2 at the back. Thank you.